Today we'll discuss how to send a mail. Okay, if any user they will come to your website. Okay, so once they will submit the form, you will receive whatever the form they submitted the user, that data you want to receive to your mail. Okay, so first of all, I'm creating here. Okay, so email JS. Okay, so here I'm using the email JS. So I created a folder. Okay, so here open this folder. So after opening this folder, open with command prompt. Okay, here I'm creating the project. Okay, so npm create with, so it will asking the project name. Okay, so previous folder name take. Okay, so enter. Okay, so it will asking the package name, unselect the framework, so unselect the JavaScript. Okay, so after it will showing run these commands. Okay, npm install. Wait for few seconds, it will be downloaded all the packages. Once it will be installed, run npm run dev. Okay, so the packages was installed successfully. Okay, I'm opening in VS Code. So go to this src folder. Okay, so here I don't want this app.css file. Okay, simply I'm deleting. So this index.js CSS I don't want. I remove the CSS. Okay, so here I don't want this code. I'm implementing from the scratch. Okay, so here I'm creating the const app component return. Then export default should be app. So after this one, okay, so here I'm installing the Bootstrap. Okay, so before that, even here I will create the form dot. So here you can give register form or dot JSX. Okay, so here I'm const register form is equals to, then return. So here I'm exporting this register form, export default register form. Okay, so here I'm writing the h1 tag, h1 register. Okay, so here I exported this register form. Here inside this app, I want to import this register form. Okay, so it was imported successfully. Okay, so for now, I'm running this project. Okay, so open here command prompt. Okay, so run the npm run dev. So here I'm opening with the local host. Okay, so here if we observe, okay, register I'm getting. Okay, so now I'm opening the Bootstrap. So click on this Bootstrap. So install this Bootstrap. Okay, so here open the terminal. Okay, so if you click on these three dots, it will show the terminal. Click on this new RS Control Shift icon. We can view. Okay, so here I'm installing the Bootstrap. So after installing this Bootstrap, we need to import the CSS. Okay, and also JS file. We need to set up inside that main.jsx file. Okay, so here import, sorry, import dot slash of inside the node modules. Bootstrap is there. Okay, inside the Bootstrap district, CSS Bootstrap dot window CSS. Again, you need to import node modules slash Bootstrap slash district slash JavaScript and bootstrap.bundle.js. Okay, so after completing this one, just I'm closing all these folders. Okay, right now I don't want just open register form. Okay, so here I will write the form. Okay, so action is not required. Okay, so keep it like this. Okay, so open the Bootstrap, click on this documentation and go to the forms. Okay, so here go to the form controllers. Okay, so here just I will copy this code. See, observe carefully. Okay, so just I copied this one. So here I kept over here. Okay, in React.js, there is no open tags. Okay, so if there is any open tag, here change to that close tag. Okay, so and also this form for is already predefined. So we need to change this HTML for. Okay, so here class is also predefined in JavaScript. So change this class to the class name. Okay, after this one, just I'm changing this one. Okay, for my convenience. Okay, so I kept this one as form email. Okay, so here changing this one and also enter your email. Okay, so now we completed up to over here. Okay, so same I want to take the name. Okay, so just I will copy this one and I pasted in above for the name. Okay, so here form name. Okay, this name you can give any whatever you want. Okay, so only here we need to give the type is the text. We are taking the name, so you need to give the text. Okay, so here I'm giving the name and enter your name. Okay, so here I am email I am taking. So now I want to take the password as well as okay, or else if you don't want, then no need to take. Okay, so password or else I think password is not required. Okay, directly you can take the phone number underscore phone. Okay, so here you can take the phone number. Okay, so here you can type as should be number. Okay, so enter your phone number. Okay, after that, if you want to take any message from the user, okay, so take here message and form message. Okay, here in place of this one, I will take the text area. Okay, I'm taking the feedback from the user text area. Here you can give the placeholder, enter your feedback or enter the message, whatever they want, you can give. Okay, so here it should be feedback. Okay, so here you can give the ID. ID is equals to this one. And here I want to, here I'm opening this one over here. Okay, see here I'm getting like this. Okay, so just I will change some UI. Okay, so go to over here. Okay, so here it's so I want to get break this one. Okay, so it's coming. Okay, so just I will increase this one. Here I will give the column should be 30. Okay, so it will increase. I want a little bit more. Okay, just keep it like 60. Okay, If you want to more, then you can add the more. And I also will give the rows as well as, okay. So rows will be 20. Sorry, not the rows. Okay. So rows I'm getting 20, it's too bigger. Then change to 10. Okay, it's fine. Okay. So here I will add div. Okay, so here I use the auto rename tag. When I'm changing over here, here also it was changing. Okay. Here I will use the class is container. Okay. So container is already kept inside this bootstrap. Okay. Container means it will give the space on right side and left side. Okay. So I will keep this one by defaulting. Okay. Okay. So here, say user they can drag this one. Okay. If you want to restrict, if you can give the style is equals to the resize should be none. Okay. So here I need to take the feedback over here. Okay. So here I'm using the so div class margin bottom should be 3 pixels. Okay. Here I'm taking the button should be submit. Okay. So here you can give the class name btn. btn should be success. If you go over here, see here I can submit the form. Okay. So here I will implement. First, we can go to the email JS. Okay. So click on this documentation. Okay. So click on this docs. Okay. So go to the React. Okay. So here we need to install this package. Okay. So open the terminal. So npm I we need to install this package. Okay. So after installing this package, okay, go to the form. Okay, here I'm writing the submit handler. Okay, const submit handler. Okay, so here I'm using this on submit. Okay, once I will click on this submit, I want to trigger to this function. Okay, to the submit handler. Okay, here I'm using the e dot prevent default. Okay, why I'm using this event prevent default means, okay, if I submit this form, observe over here. Okay, so if I click on this submit, if you observe, page is loading. Okay, again once again. Okay, so page was loading. To overcome that one, we are using the e dot prevent default. Okay, if I click on this submit, now the page it won't load. Okay, so go to this email. Okay, after downloading, we need to import inside here. Okay, so after here, here I'm using the try and catch block. Okay, if any error is getting, okay, so I'm handling with a error exception handling here I'm using. Okay, so internal server error. Okay, so whatever the error message here it will getting, it will showing over here. Okay, so here I'm using the async and await. Okay, if you want, you can use the then and catch also. So I'm using the async await. Okay, so here whatever the email.js dot send form. Okay, so here if you go over here, here you should to provide the your service ID, your template ID and form current. Okay, so just I will copy this object. Okay, so in place of this form, I will give the e dot target. Okay, so here why I given e dot target. Okay, so e dot target you need to give. Here you need to provide your template ID, and here you need to provide your service ID, and here you need to provide your public key. Okay, first of all, click on this sign up. Okay, so already I have a credentials. Okay, so I'm if you don't create it, then create. Okay, so I already created. So I will click on this sign up to continue. Okay, here I am giving my credits. Okay, so okay, it was signed in successfully. Okay, so here I already created. Okay, so first click on this email services. Okay, so this is the email services. Okay, so click on this ad. Okay, select the Gmail. Okay, so here you will get your service ID. Just copy your service ID. Okay, son kept over here. Okay, so after click on connect account. Okay, here it will asking. So this one I'm connecting. Okay, click on this connect. So click on continue. Okay, after completing this one, here it will show it was connected. Okay, so click on create service. Okay, so here service was created. Okay, so after click on this template. Okay, click on this create template. After go to the bottom and click on this create template. Okay, so here click on this settings, copy your template ID. Okay, so and kept over here. Click on this connect. Okay, so click on this edit and click on this design. Okay, so whatever the details you want, here you should to edit. Remember this thing, whatever the names you are giving, okay, there also you should to use the same names. Okay, so here I want to name, so I want to get the phone. Okay, so here I will give user name. Okay, so here you can modify and user phone number. Okay, so after this we are taking the email also, and we are taking the feedback. Okay, so here we should to give the feedback. Okay, so here I'm taking the user email I'm giving. Okay, so here I'm writing the feedback. Okay, so after completing this one, okay, so whatever the details you are giving, go to your code. Okay, here write name is equals to the name. Okay, so here I given the name is name. If I give the name as user underscore name, you should to follow the same format. Okay, here you should to give the user name. Okay, so here I given the name is equals to the email. Okay, because I given the email like this, so I need to give the email like this format. Okay, so same like phone number, name is equals to, so here I given the phone number, so give the phone number over here. So here also, so name is equals to feedback I given, copy this and you can paste over here. Okay, so after completing this one, okay, so you given the format. Okay, so click on this apply changes, change the title. Okay, so to the username. Okay, So we're not taking title anyway. So that's why taking the username. Okay. Or else you can give the phone number. Okay. So after completing this thing, don't forget to click on save. Okay. So template also we are getting. So you want to get the public key. Okay. So click on this accounts. Here you will get the public key. Copy this public key and paste over here. Okay. So it was done. So you want to see the response. Okay. Const response is equals to log of response. Okay. If you want to see the response, you can see the response as well as. Okay. So log of response. Okay. So here I'm opening my Gmail. So here I open my Gmail. So here I don't have any messages. Okay, so just deleting this one. Okay, so now I'm entering the data. Okay, here I enter the soy. Okay, soy Krishna 8866@gmail.com. Okay, so I'm entering the phone number and I'm giving the feedback. Okay, this is for testing feedback message. Okay, if I click on this submit, okay, go over here. See, here I'm getting username is Sai and user phone number is I'm getting and email I'm getting and I'm getting the whatever the feedback they written. Okay, that feedback also I'm getting. Okay, so here once if I click on this submit, if you want to clear this form, then